And I'm like, I am not going out there and sit. It's a small one. That's fine. But what I
Nothing happens.
I know, I had a close contact with him.
Hey, Danny, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Oh, I like it.
back to
I
Zuger
reached
time.
out to the, you know where we're gonna put it?
Because you
Or?
were on that.
I was.
I reached out to his mom.
The same.
So I'm
Madam
waiting for her
Clerk.
to get back.
How you doing, Mr.
Let's kind of see how it
Administrator?
goes. Want to make sure
Wow,
the family
I'm
was
impressed.
good before we just kind
Pulled
of.
that right out of
match
my
that
glove
well.
box, yeah?
Hey, Denny, our Rod.
I know. Ready, Dan?
Yes, sir.
Do they, if
Oh.
they go to Caterpillar to Nebraska Machine?
Hey,
Go get tickets from Tracy, and could you, are they having yet?
welcome everybody to
He'll take them out. He'll take
the Sarpy County Board of Equalization meeting. It's Tuesday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, I believe.
Yep. Yes.
It's 3:03 p.m., a couple minutes late, apologize for that. Our open meeting rules are on the north wall. We've got all 5 commissioners here. We got Angie Burmeister, David Klug, Jim Warren, Gary Mixon. I'm Don Kelly. Dan Hoynes is our county administrator, and Deb Houghtaling is our county clerk. I see our county treasurer, Trace Jones, out there too. If you would, make sure your cell phones are silent, and let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All we have today is the consent agenda. Would any of the commissioners want to see anything moved to the regular agenda? If not, motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
A motion by Warren, second by Mixon. Discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Okay, all the agenda items have been addressed as published, and the Board of Equalization is adjourned, and we'll roll right into our Board of Commissioners meeting.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Board of Commissioners meeting, December 7th, 3:05. All 5 commissioners are present, along with our county administrator and our county clerk and register of deeds. The first thing we're going to do today is kind of a special little event for us, at least, and hopefully for them. We're going to do a proclamation and congratulate the Papillion, La Vista South High School volleyball team for winning the 2021 Class A Nebraska State Volleyball Championship. So, before we get rolling here, I've never played volleyball, okay? But I watch a lot of it, and I'm related to somebody that's really, really, really good at it. Her name is Danny Busboom Kelly, and she was All-American at Nebraska and was their assistant coach, and so she won a national championship as a player and also as an assistant coach, and she's currently the coach of the Louisville Cardinals, who are ranked #1 in the country, undefeated. So I normally cheer for the Big Red and Creighton because they're our local teams, but this year I'm really pulling for the Cardinals. So
They're red too.
yeah, they are. So if I could ask, I think we have 3 members of the team here. We have Ava LeGrand, Stella Adami, and Lauren Medic. Would you guys come forward? And I would ask the board to come down. We're going to read the proclamation in the record and then do a little presento. While we read this proclamation, could you please stand, please? Thank you. Whereas the Papillion La Vista South High School is an outstanding example of the Papillion La Vista Community Schools motto, "Be known for greatness," earning statewide and national recognition in academics and athletics. And whereas the Papillion La Vista South High School volleyball team captured its 5th Class A state championship by defeating Millard West in straight sets on November 6, finishing with a perfect 40-0 record. And whereas the 2021 championship is the Titans' 2nd straight title in 3 years and 3rd straight appearance in the finals, and whereas throughout the season, head coach Katie Tarman and the entire Titans coaching staff stress the importance of trust and teamwork, which ultimately leads to victories. Therefore, we, the Sarpy County Board of Commissioners, hereby congratulate the Papillion La Vista High School volleyball team for winning the NSAA Class A State Volleyball Championship and completing a perfect season. Congratulations, ladies. On behalf of all the citizens of Sarpy County, and especially those of us that were Papillion graduates, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And here, I'll let you hold that. If you ladies would just stand here in the middle, and we'll kind of blanket you and get a photo, please. Now, you guys are kind of tall, so you can't stand.
They also said their coach was going to come, but she's on jury.
In case.
You guys want to make it? You want to make it? Yeah, let her. Okay, sure.
Thank you guys for this honor. We really appreciate it. That's all I have.
So we want to present some coins. They're Sarpy County coins. They have our motto on it and our emblem. And we're going to give you enough for your whole team and your coaches, okay? So let us know how many that is. And if you guys would just do us a favor of making sure everybody on your team gets one. And traditionally, you probably don't know much about coins. They're called challenge coins. Maybe you do. But when you get a little older, like us, they have a special meaning. So we hope you find a place for it, you know, in your trophy case, along with all your other awards, to set there as a memory of this great season. So congratulations. Thank you. You bet.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Be 80 of those.
Maybe we need 7 more? 7 more.
I'll get them.
Thank you. So congratulations again, and next up, I think, will be Gretna, the Dragons, right, Jim? They won the Class A football championship, so we're proud of all the kids from Sarpy that go out and do great things. Okay, that brings us to the consent. Well, I guess, do we have any comments first? Anything? Okay, Dan's gone, so that shortens that a lot.
We won't tell him you said that.
Oops, he's back. Any comment?
Why do I feel like somebody's talking about me while I was gone?
Any comments, Dan?
No, I deferred those to Megan.
Thank you, Dan.
Something
Thank
about
you.
short. Yeah. No, sir.
All right, we have 3 items on the consent agenda. Anybody want to move those to the regular agenda or vote, take a motion to approve as published?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Warren and a second by Klug. Discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Okay, we've got 3 items on the planning and zoning agenda. However, the applicant has asked that these be tabled indefinitely, so we will not cover those today. On the regular agenda, we only have 2 items.
No, I'm sorry, you need to make a motion to table indefinitely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Move to
Okay.
table indefinitely.
Good point.
And will you list, I'm sorry, will you list the numbers so we know which ones you're tabling? Just the numbers,
Sure.
fine.
Move to table indefinitely 6.1, 6.2, and 6.3.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, motion by Burmeister, second by Klug to table agenda items 6.1 through 6.3 indefinitely. Discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Okay, thanks, Deb. Okay, 7.1 is a public hearing and possible vacation of portions of Whitney Road and right-of-way. The applicant is Martin Marietta Materials. Andrea Gosnold Parker, Deputy County Attorney.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. So today, there is a public hearing on the agenda for a vacation requested by Martin Marietta Materials, Inc. for portions of Whitney Road and the right-of-way. Prior to today, we have verified the electors listed on the application that they live within 10 miles of the proposed vacation. Adjacent landowners have been identified for notice purposes. Notice of a public hearing was published on November 17th, November 24th, and December 1st. No action on the vacation itself needs to be taken today. This is just a public hearing. I do understand that there was a request made to table the public hearing to January 11th. My recommendation, if the board chooses to grant that request, is to open the public hearing today for anybody that has appeared to let them speak, and then make a motion to table to January 11th prior to closing the hearing.
Okay. So this is a public hearing. Does anybody want to come forward and address the board on this matter?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I thought I should do this eventually because I brought the PowerPoint 3 times. Thought it would be a good time to use this. In regard to the vacation, there's a couple of issues I just want to make the board aware of. There's not really going to be a problem with regard to... That's all right, I've got a deep voice. What I'd like to do is just briefly go through this PowerPoint presentation and show you what we're discussing with regard to this particular project and what the options would be, certainly, for the board to take action. It's a little slow on this one. This particular proposal is coming from Whitney, or from 4 Whitney Road, which is down by Olivo Campgrounds as Schmidt Farms. If you look at the area directly to the east of 111th Street, there's a road that is not on public right-of-way. That cuts straight across. That has been there since at least 1955. I'll show you slides momentarily on that. What the person requesting, or the company requesting vacation has in mind is to vacate the 33 feet on the north side of our right-of-way. And again, Whitney Road itself doesn't exist in the right-of-way currently, but we still have enough room there to have 33 feet of right-of-way. That's between the blue line and Whitney Road where it sits now. So with the vacation, this first part of it, which is in the applicant in 2 different locations for legal descriptions, It would be vacated 1,955 feet to the east of that line for 111th. So that's the first option that we're looking at. This was done in 1901, so it's obviously been around for a while. This just gives you a brief understanding of what the road looked like. Again, 1955, you can see it's still in the exact same place it was previously. There is such a thing as a prescriptive easement, meaning that if people want to use that road, they do have the right to do so, since it's been used in an open and notorious manner. Again, I think that's probably something for the board to make a decision on whether or not that's going to be held up or not. That's the portion, again, being vacated. This is the overall picture, so I can give you an idea. If you look at Whitney as it goes from the east side of 111th to the turn that goes north, that's the first piece that they were talking about vacating. And I think they're going to be okay with just vacating that particular part. But as you go north and off to the east of that vertical line, you'll run into the 99th Street right-of-way. And the problem we've had with that particular portion is that right-of-way lies on the east side of the access points for Schmidt Farms. If we vacated it all the way to that point in the yellow box there, the problem would be they wouldn't have direct access onto that parcel. What we plan to do as quickly as possible is complete that little curve there where 99th Street is supposed to be. That was platted by Mr. Olivo. So from that point on that lower property, listed Olivo property and Lake Olivo, we would come over from that point back to the left and be able to dedicate 99th Street so that everything functions well. We're going to work that out through just some negotiations on our right-of-way, and that should resolve the problem to the point where they could vacate everything that they were looking to do. I think that's about it. And again, that's just the road. So if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. As I say, the legal description, which was given second on the original request, which reads, the part of the existing right-of-way of Whitney Road being lying north of a line located 33 feet north and parallel to the center line of Whitney Road that falls between the east right-of-way of South 111th and the west of a line located 1,955.81 feet east and parallel to the east right-of-way of 111th Street. So that particular section is, as I say, going from 111th to the point where that the right-of-way goes straight north. The other one, again, we could either go ahead and pass that when the time comes to vote on it, and we will continue to negotiate with the two property owners to straighten this out, or if you want to wait on that one, certainly that would be okay as well.
Okay, so the existing Whitney Road on private property, who owns the property to the north and who owns it to the south? Same owner?
No, Martin Marietta's on the north, Linda, what is the name? Schulting, yeah.
Okay.
Linda Schulting. She's the owner of that property.
Okay, so the existing Whitney Road would stay in place?
It can. We could also move it again. If the board so decides, we would move it to the north and put it actually in the right-of-way, the one half that's not being vacated.
Right, so is anybody complaining about the road where it's at?
Yes, Schulting was going to come with Pat Sullivan. That's the person who requested that the board meeting move ahead, or move out a couple of weeks to give them a chance to speak. So they'll be speaking next.
Can you put that first picture back up there?
Sure.
Go back a couple slides. Okay, so there you go. So I kind of vaguely recall that when we approved the Schmidt Park campgrounds down there, doesn't really show, but we asked that they have a second exit via Whitney Road. So if we vacate this road, how will they have a second exit?
Well, because we've got at 33 feet from this line right here.
We're going to just reconstruct a road?
No, we would have to if we wanted to get up on the top part of that, but either way, Commissioner Kelly, Whitney Road right now can be used all the way to a point that locates in this wooded
Right
area.
in there, yeah.
Dead ends at this point in time. So they have access from this portion of the parcel. There's also an independent owner here that's got access, and of course, Houghtaling also has access to
So
it. as
that
it
where that
exists.
Whitney Road right is now, we will vacate it, but it'll still be a road, but it'll be a private road?
No, the area to the north is going to be vacated, north of that blue line
Okay.
right here. So there's 33 feet on that side and 33 feet this side. Only the portion on the north is being vacated with this request.
And why are we doing that again?
Martin Marietta wanted to do that so that they have full access across the property lines.
Okay, so the owner to the south, do they want the road pushed, do they want their land back? And not have the road, or they just want to keep the road?
I think they would like to have their road back. You know, again, it's only a prescriptive easement, which means anybody could use that, but I think that could be reversed by the board saying, we're vacating that parcel where the property has, or where the property owner has the road on their property.
Yeah, I guess I'm sorry. I'm slow.
confused.
I'm slow on the uptake here. I guess I don't understand what we're doing. What's the red line?
That's the old railroad where the right-of-way was supposed to originally go on that side. It did shift as you look up to the top. That's just another,
Okay, so all that land north of the blue line is Martin Marietta.
correct,
It's their mining operation, correct?
yes.
And it goes up to Mitchell Road, I believe, or whatever. It goes from 111th over to 108th, basically. Okay.
Correct.
So that Whitney Road right now that exists, the current Whitney Road, that is a public road?
It
We
is.
maintain it?
We have
plow
right
it?
of way.
We-
Yes, we have
Okay.
right of way on that all the way over to 99th Street.
So why is Martin Marietta asking us to vacate the land north of it?
They were wanting to get access to Schmidt Farms. So if they vacate the right of way through that section where Schmidt Farms is, as they described, they would be able to get access to their property without having to cross the road. I believe that's what their intent was. Obviously, I'm speaking for them, but
They want to use Whitney Road to get access to their property?
they don't plan to do that. They plan to come from the north, is what I understand. They wanted
Okay.
to vacate that. They didn't care. They wanted as much land as they could get. They wanted to vacate Whitney Road on the north side, just half of what the 66 right-of-way would be.
Do you commissioners understand this?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
do.
I'll get a back brief from them because
Okay.
I still don't understand what we're doing here. And what's the issue with 99th Street again?
Well, 99th Street doesn't lie on the road where you see it up there
No,
now.
I'm familiar with it, but you know, the topography in there, if the road could go straight, it would have went straight. So what you're saying is you're gonna do what with that turn?
If you look at this right here, Olivo dedicated that property so that it went along the road where it is now.
Yeah,
We would then just extend that and make it a road from that point where his property on the north ends over to Schmidt Farms. That would give them access from the east side as well.
Oh, okay,
as the
so
west.
right in the middle of that radius of that turn, we're gonna have an intersection.
Yeah, we
I
just
got
come
you.
down and tie in. Yep.
But there won't be one that connects to the north onto 99th, right? I mean, that little triangle, what happens to that little triangle of land there? What is that? Does
That's
that get-
Olivo's property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He dedicated it, I think, just to make sure that
Okay, all
it was
right.
dedicated
Okay, I got
and
it. Okay.
listed.
Got it? Clear as mud? Okay, good.
Confused you enough?
So we do have a request. Does anybody else want to address the board? Okay. But we have a request to keep the public meeting open and table.
Motion to table item 7.1 until January 11, 2022.
Along with the public hearing, you're still going to keep that open that day too, correct?
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm asking you, it's correct.
So because the public meeting's open, this is a lawyer question. Can anybody call us at any time and go, hey, I want to comment on that? Or do they got to come back on the 11th?
Yeah, come back.
But Annie, I'm going to keep the public hearing open as well.
So I made that motion. Deb,
Gotcha, okay.
And I changed the date to 2022.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Warren and a second by Commissioner Burmeister to keep the public hearing open on agenda item 7.1 until January 11th, 2022, when we'll complete the hearing.
I got it, yeah, we're good.
Discussion. Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Okay, and the last item is Resolution 424, which is agenda item 7.2. It's the county treasurer's issuance of tax sale certificates to the county of Sarpy upon all parcels of real estate which failed to sell for want of bidders at their annual tax sale and upon which taxes have been delinquent for 3 or more years. This would be both probably Andrea Gosnell Parker, our deputy county attorney, and our treasurer, Trish Jones. Whoever wants to attack this.
So every March, the county treasurer offers for sale any taxes that are at that point delinquent. Those taxes may be purchased. Essentially, a tax certificate is then issued. That stays open for 3 years, at which point, during that time, the property owner has the right to redeem, which means pay back the taxes that were paid for them. If the property owner does not redeem during that time period, the purchaser of the taxes may then foreclose upon the property utilizing different methods, either a tax deed or through the district court. According to the statutes, if there are taxes that are not sold at tax sale and have remained delinquent for a period of 3 years, the county must act to foreclose them itself. The county does have 2 options to do that. They can either sell the taxes at sheriff's sale, which sale will not be confirmed for a period of 2 years, or they may direct the treasurer to issue tax certificates in the name of the county. Those tax certificates go along the same process as those issued to private purchasers. The property owner has a period of 3 years to redeem and pay back the taxes. If those are not redeemed, the county can then move forward to foreclose. The county will take the option at that point of foreclosing through sheriff's sale, which sale will be confirmed as soon as monies are paid. The resolution that is before you today does currently outline the issuance of tax sale certificates, if that is the option that the board desires. Otherwise, the resolution may be amended if the board wishes to direct sheriff's sale. I can answer any questions.
Yes. The first one is what is the interest rate that's typically set?
14%.
Okay. Now, obviously, if these were not purchased, and people that usually buy this, they're looking at the highly desirable properties, because one, they know they're probably going to get paid, and they're going to get 14%. Or if they don't get paid, it'd be well worth it to go through the foreclosure process. So on the backside, these must be all non-desirable properties. There might be a few gold nuggets in there, maybe.
Right.
Correct. So are you saying the county would we take possession of all of these if we foreclose?
No. The county can choose to take possession if there's a particular parcel that it would like to keep, but we foreclose through sheriff's sale, which means that any other purchaser could come in at that point and purchase it.
So we would offer it. The county would offer it at a sheriff's sale.
Correct.
And then if it doesn't sell?
Then if it doesn't sell, that would be a different process. We'd have to look at either offering it again or seeing if there's another option for foreclosure.
Okay. So no one, unless somebody would purchase these certificates, no one really is going to get any interest on them then, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and you'd have to purchase them. So can these be offered again in March with the other ones?
Not once the certificate has been issued, but the county can, if someone comes in and requests, the county can assign a certificate to a private individual.
Okay, so an individual could look at these and pick a few out?
Yes.
Okay, and still go through the other process, or like similar to the annual process?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
So the county can assign at any time to a private individual?
Yep.
And
Well, after the certificates are issued, yeah.
after the certificates are issued? And for any amount of money, or how does that work?
No, it has to be for the amount that is due on the certificate at that point in time.
Okay.
So it would be the base amount of the taxes plus any interest and penalty that had accrued up to that point.
If the county foreclosed, could the county then offer them for something less than what's owed?
Yes, it's my understanding that if it does go to a sheriff's sale, it can sell for less than the actual amount that would be required to pay off their certificate. And if that were to be the case, then those tax monies would be distributed pro rata to the entities that the taxes were due to.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Motion to approve Resolution 2021 424.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Commissioner Warren, a second by Commissioner Burmeister. Questions, comments? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Okay, all agenda items have been addressed as published, and the Board of Commissioners is adjourned.